Hello, we're on live.
Welcome to another edition of Sister Circle. Was that nice? I'm tripping.
What does your hat say?
Um, this is from my homie Unleashed. This
Oh,
is his
what is
I think it's some eagle wings and a lion. Ain't it eagle wings and a lion? What you mean you can't see? Put your glasses on.
I guess I
Shout out
gotta wait.
to ATN News Media Group and the greatest producer in the world, Spacely Sprockets, but today he's known as Ike Turner because he about to get the bottom of his heel on my foot. Tripping. I need. See, look. Turn your phone down. That wasn't you. Oh, my bad,
That
Anna.
was
That was you.
me. That was
Oh,
me. As soon as I put my thing to share it, it popped up.
oh, okay. That's okay. Everybody make mistakes.
I found a new way how to put my phone up. I got
Oh,
like with the new chargers for the iPhone, the little the cube with the C
mm-hmm,
drive.
mm-hmm.
If you put it on top of the table, you can actually stick your phone in between it and hold your phone up. You want me to show
Oh,
you?
look, what is she doing? Oh, okay. Oh,
So
that's.
I can see what people are saying now instead of being like,
Oh, I wonder what that was for. Look at that. Okay, okay. Well, as people come on, you can start off saying hello to everybody. So you can see the comments now, right?
oh
Mickey,
yeah,
can you put it up there on the screen? Yes, please share first. Let him share first. Let him
yeah.
share. As you already know, it's getting
Oh,
late.
Trevor's on here.
It's getting late.
Apologize to everybody. I have been busy all week, so I don't even know what's really going on in Flint, but a little bit.
Girl, nothing. You haven't missed anything.
But
Anything. Nothing at
same
all.
stuff, a different, same shit, a different day.
That's it. That was a song. Same old shit. Just a different day. Yep. That's it. You missed absolutely nothing. Just nothing. Nothing at all.
Yeah,
Also came back. Yep. I mean, they came back with a vengeance too. We ain't lying. They came back with a vengeance.
I
And
was at the state board of education testifying with my daughter, so
you
that's
was
why I
you
need.
was testifying on Capitol Hill.
No, no, no. The state board of education, local DC.
On Capitol Hill.
No, it's not on Capitol Hill. I wish it was on Capitol Hill.
Look, I said on Capitol Hill. What's your Capitol Hill? So tell me about it. What happened? You was testifying
So,
to the State Board of Education in DC.
yeah. So there was an amendment act made in 2017 to make sure that every school had four nurses in the school and AEDs, at least 40 hours. The nurse was supposed to be in every school.
Mm-hmm.
Reality is that our schools do not have nurses, and the nurses are spread out between 3 to 4 schools.
Mm.
Um, and so they did a new amendment with our council re-elect. Oh, I forgot her first name. Lord forgive me, Christine Henderson, and my current councilman Zachary Parker, with amending it to 30 hours, and then adding some other things as far as different initiatives to kind of let other people in the building be able to help.
Okay.
Not against their new amendment. I just wish the numbers were more. There was more nurses. You know what I mean? And it's unfortunate that the schools that are east of the river in DC, or even the schools that they claim not to be performing, are the ones where we have shortages in nurses. And mostly in those schools are the kids that have the most medical needs. So me and Liana, which you already know Liana,
Right. I'm
wrote
surprised she said
testimony.
anything.
She was asked by the SBOE because she applied to be the State Board of Ed representative. So she'll actually, if
Okay.
she gets selected, she'll be actually there while they testify and talk and ask questions to the panelists.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So
Congratulations. That's huge.
Yeah, so she did her testimony. I'll post it, but basically the testimony was about her with her medical and how it's important to have a professional in the school due to her medical. Um, and it's not fair to her. If something was to happen to her, not everybody knows what to do. And
Right.
she shared of a time, and she shared also other students that she know, because of a nurse not being in the building. They're like a day away from dying on right there.
Mm.
We haven't lost any children yet, but we don't want to be liable, and so
Right.
we want to stand there. I didn't get into personal, exactly what she testified about, but it's just basically um, she has a medical where she needs someone, a professional, to be able to help her.
Okay.
You can train people, but that's not the job of the assistant principal, the teacher.
Might
Half
be
the
a
time,
thing.
it might, but I'm just saying half the time they're busy
Hmm.
dealing with other issues in the class. And so they're not watching hands on like what's going on or know what to do. So, of course, I would love for everyone to have a class on her, on
Hmm.
the disease that medical disease that she has. But there's other kids with asthma. The school's huge. The school she's going to is huge. So imagine the long time it would take for them to get to her. So we got to work better on that.
Right.
I don't know how it is in Flint. I can only talk about in DC. So we were testifying about that. And then the other testament was about legacy families. Here in DC, we had like 10 students from Georgetown University testifying that about legacy families take the whole percent of being enrolled at Georgetown, American University, George Washington, and University, and any of the Ivy League schools in DC, or any of the, like, even Howard. Legacy families can get in, and kids like the 1%, the 2% of kids that we don't have a legacy because our parents didn't have money to possibly get us in this school, and the number of us that are being selected to go to schools is very low. So right here in the nation's capital, we have so many colleges, but they only pick 1 to 2% of our students.
Wow.
So a school called KIP, which is well known. It's in New York. It's a charter school. Out of 7,300 students, only one student was selected to go to Georgetown, and the schools don't even pay taxes. So they're fighting to say stop legacy, because we all know nothing against Caucasian. This ain't a fight of Caucasian, but we already know that most Caucasians have benefited off of legacy because their kids went to Harvard, their kids went to Georgetown, GW. And so because their legacy, their kids get to go there, and it bumps the spot for kids like my child that might want to go to an Ivy League school.
Hmm. Remember
Um,
those actresses that got caught up with that a couple years ago?
oh, yeah.
Yeah, they tried to pay their way to get their daughters into the school. But
Because and the thing is, they probably weren't legacy, but then that's even worse when you're paying your way. They ain't the first; they just the ones they chose to pick to fall on.
absolutely agree. Absolutely.
It's the same thing when you say when you take affirmative action for colleges, but then you turn around. Legacy is the same thing. But then I think about the first generation of Black and Brown people who finally got into Harvard, finally got into Georgetown, and we're over here testifying we want legacy gone, but then they have like almost how many years ahead of us with their families graduating at these great colleges and making six figures right when they're leaving.
Mhm.
And now we're finally getting into the space bar, and we stopped this legacy. But what about those families too? They're like, that's not fair. I finally got into Harvard. I want to be able to allow my daughter to get the same experience so I can get generational wealth. So it's two parts to it. Um, and so a lot of them testify like, get it right now, or you will be known in history that you chose. And a lot of the SBO people that sit on the board actually graduated from Ivy League schools, and they have children that will be going to college. And of course, they would love for their kids to go where they went to school at.
Mm. Okay. Okay.
But everybody has two sides to the coin, how they feel it is. I didn't go to Ivy League school, so I don't really have an idea.
You didn't?
Now, my niece did. Uh, I don't know how she would feel like when she finally decides to have her children. She's a doctor. She went to Johns Hopkins University and then the
Oh,
University of Pennsylvania.
prestigious.
Yeah, so she's a pediatrician right now. I don't know how she feels. And her husband went to Johns Hopkins University too. So I
Okay.
don't know how they will feel. when they have finally had their children and they're black. My niece, of course, she's half black, black, because at the end of the day, we're just an ethnicity.
Right.
And then her husband's Black American.
Okay. Okay.
So, you think about them, they want the traditions to pass on to their children. So I don't know, it's a touchy subject. But that's what the conversation was at the SBOE this week.
Okay.
I was more interested in the nurses, 65% of nurses. But then not only that, you need more money. You got to pay these nurses. They're burning out.
I don't even know if Flint schools have a nurse still. I'm sure they don't have counselors anymore, but I don't know about the nurses. Anybody in the chat know?
Anyone in chat know about Flint schools? If do they have full-time nurses?
They got nurses. Who said Flint? Mickey. What? Mickey, don't. We're not talking to him today. He said a whole nother school outside the district gonna talk about Flint kids go there.
That's what they do.
Mickey.
When they say they helping Flint kids.
I know that almost got through the other night. So what happened? What he's talking about? This lady had came to counsel the other night, and she was asking for $200,000 of ARPA money to help get summer youth jobs for children. And so, one of the questions of concern was Flint only has one high school. How can we make sure that you just serving Flint kids? And so she gave the answer that the other schools that she's in has Flint students that go to them, since we only have one high school and they live in Flint. Therefore, she is serving all Flint school kids. So that was his joke. I still ain't get it. She still ain't get it. Vicky.
No, because it's I be so serious sometimes. It's just like things be funny, but
I was trying to explain to you what happened. You looked at me like, no, I don't get that.
Now, Wyntis, I'm like in a space, here I am running for ANC commissioner in my neighborhood and for community. And I'm tired of walking outside of my door and people just walk by you with their dogs, don't even speak. You speak to them. They just walk by like it ain't nothing.
Are you in a white neighborhood, or are you in like a mixed neighborhood?
Well, let me just say the history of my neighborhood was predominantly black, but my history of my neighborhood is the opposite. We're at probably 75% Caucasian, probably 30% black. And then the rest multicultural, other cultures.
Okay.
So and it's a historical black high school called Dunbar in my neighborhood, which was the first black high school. Actually, I don't want to say the wrong thing. I think the first black high school appeared in DC, but I think nationwide was very historical, a black high school.
And now all predominantly Caucasian.
In the neighborhood, well, gentrification is real.
Right.
And I call my city the tale of two cities, and I'm running for ANC, not because, of course, I can solve everything, but I'm for building community. I'm not for building separation of us. And that's period. Even here in Flint, here in DC, we got to get to a space where we can actually get along with agree to disagree. Not always bashing each other. And, I always talk about us in Sister Circle of bashing each other's looks, but getting to the nitty gritty of the conversation, what it is that you're doing against the people of the community. And I'm at a point in my life after my mother left this earth that I am all serious and I'm pushing for trust. Do I trust the people around me? So how can I trust the people around me if I'm blocking them from coming in? So it's time for us to have community engagement. And I'm at the passion where I'm saying, I want to walk outside and be able to know who's walking around and not feel intimidated by anyone that's in my neighborhood. And they shouldn't be scared who's coming out the door either. But we have to have a conversation because there's some things in our neighborhood that we need done. And we can't have it done if all of us are hiding behind Facebook and hiding behind, typing how we feel. Let's come in. We can do hybrid. We can do Zoom. But let's come into a space together. It's time for the community to have a conversation, even with the ones we disagree with, bringing in people that hurt us, that did things to us, and just really having a conversation. And that's just where I'm at right now, Winters. I guess that's why I haven't been laughing or whatever, because I'm at a point where when you see what's going on, like yesterday, I went to this event at the Office of Human Rights. And that's it's a human rights campaign office, but it focuses a lot on Black and brown and other, and then LGBTQ. And as I sat in the room, it was the Latino LGBTQ, and it was in the room, and they were speaking about the different rights that are going to be taken away from them with this year, when whoever wins the presidency, the things that they will face. Deportation, or they might, or in the LGBTQ, that they can't stay married. So, when I think about my religious rights, yeah, I want to fight for my religious rights, but then do I think about everyone in my community, or do I think about honor? So it comes to a place where, yes, I'm a registered Republican. No, just because I'm a registered Republican does not mean I believe in white supremacy, and I can't stand when people say that. It's the most ignorant. You're just as ignorant as Donald Trump's conversation. I am not a Trump supporter, but what I am is huge on allowing people to build their business. And there is going to be partnerships that we are going to make with people that we do not agree with, or has done us wrong in the past and might have said things that were disrespectful to our community. But it has to come to a place where we're able to talk to each other and forgive, not forget, forgive and move on. And so in this race, that we have going on is really huge. But what we're not focusing in is on the local vote. Who is running for your attorney general? Who is running for your commission, your council? Who is running for anything, your clerks for your court? Like, do people know who these people are? I don't care that something happened to you personally, and the reason why you're running is because you want to fix what happened to you. I want someone that when I talk to you, are you running on everyone? Can I trust that when you get in position, the agenda is not your personal, and the agenda is for everyone?
Yeah, girl, I'm listening to you.
I'm sorry.
No, you're doing good.
It's just where I'm at. And so the conversation today is trust. Do I trust the people around me? Do I trust? Do I have integrity that even when I make a decision to say I'm going to run with this person, I think this person is making a good idea, I'm going to allow them to come onto my platform. I'm going to allow them to come on around me. I'm speaking about honor. I'm not speaking about anyone else, but I'm speaking of honor. Am I going to allow them to come around me? And then if I get burned, then I know how to move on. But you have to be open to be around people that disagree with you. You got to start being open to that. And we have to stop talking to each other as if we don't matter. And what I mean by that is that when we come into spaces, we go after people's looks, we go after people's access, and we go after what a person doesn't have, instead of working together with the little things that we have in common. So I challenge everyone this week. When you're around someone you don't know, speak. Good morning. Hi, how are you? And look at the commonality instead of the differences.
All right. Good afternoon, Mickey. You're supposed to say good afternoon back.
Oh, man.
You're doing an exercise.
No.
See?
I didn't really get to see y'all this week because I've been busy. I've been busy just going to different events, different documentaries, trying to, when you get to not for everyone, but for me, when you get to a certain age, I want to leave with purpose, Winters. Do you want to leave this earth saying, I tried everything God gave me because my cup is full, so I need to empty it out. Not that my cup is empty, but my cup is full. And so every day I'm emptying out. And so every day I wake up now going forward. Yeah, I didn't do it before. I was always involved, but now it's a difference because I want to empty my cup and fill it back up with God's grace. That's where I'm at.
And I'm always trying to be better than I was the day before.
Always. You know what I mean? And we're going to have people that challenge us. We're going to have people that disagree with us. But, if every time that you write or every time that you're in a space and everything is about talking a person's look or separating them by their party, or separating them by the way they look, or separating them by their access, or separating them because they're disabled, you need to ask yourself, who are you? Do you love yourself? Because when you spend so much time separating other people, you need to ask yourself, do you know who you are? And that's where I'm at. Everything that comes out of my mouth, am I building or am I breaking down? And so when I start to look at my your Root 5 friends, are they building me up, or are they bringing me their drama?
Right.
Not every time that the phone rings, you have to pick up and answer. Sometimes we have to learn how to go on a fast of the phone, of the internet, of social media. Sometimes you have to go a fast from using your debit cards, your credit cards, every event. Sometimes you have to remove yourself from everyone. You could be around a whole bunch of people. I don't know about y'all. Have y'all ever felt by yourself in an event where there's a bunch of people and you sitting there and you feel like you're by yourself?
I've been there before.
I really believe when that happens, that's when God is just opening your eyes to see, to let you slow down in the room and see what's around you. What do you think, Wyntis?
I mean, you going really deep with me tonight. I was just saying the club hadn't filled up yet.
Wyntis, I'm gonna get you.
I'm just saying, you asked me a question. I'm like, it's Friday, you know.
It's Friday, and guess what?
It's happy hour, and you're having this deep discussion with me,
You
and
said
then
happy hour. Happy hour.
Ask me.
Happy hour. 6
Why
o'clock.
was I thinking
when
that?
I opened my eyes, it was happy hour.
Well, amen.
I'm telling you, every time I wake up and my eyes open up, I said, "Wow." That people laugh. Oh, well, that's all they say in church. No, church is you. And every time you wake up, church is open. We keep thinking it's the building, it's us. And that means whatever we put in, we don't have to agree to disagree. I'm not going to sit there and be no Bible bump thumper and throw it in your face about who God is. A lot of y'all already know who Allah, who Jehovah, all of that. Everyone has their own individual beliefs and everything. I call it the big puzzle. Eventually, we will know when we leave this earth. But I don't think anyone can come back and tell us.
Now, what made you decide this trust?
Why the word trust?
Yes.
Because I just it's something when God opens doors, right? I'm gonna tell you a little bit about just when you go into a season, and it's not about religion. I'm not getting religious on y'all. It's just about facts about what I'm dealing with. When you get into a point when you're in a season and everything around you and that storm is whirling, right? And they always say in a storm, it's peace in the middle, right? And so they always tell you pray while you're going through the storm. And I remember in 2022 and even in 2023, people were dying all around me. I was burying and burying and burying. And it started to say, oh yeah, I'm at that age where everyone around me is leaving. But it's something when you start to see younger people leave. That's never paid attention to it, because I was like, for years, I would say, I don't really go to funerals. I don't really know too many. And everybody around me was losing people. COVID hit us hard. I still didn't lose anybody around COVID. But it was just 2022 and 2023. And so in my personal life, I always, with my mother, I measured myself up to her. And whatever she said, I remember one time my mother said to me, I give you 75%. Now, somebody would say, damn, that's harsh. It was. Because I always wanted to look a certain way from my mother. I wasn't like my brother who got his doctorate degree in the Air Force, high as can be. I wasn't like my sister who got married. I got married. Yes, I did that. We both got married, but got married and financially had more than I had. House, right?
Right.
The third child, the young child. I was the one got married young, but I married for the wrong reasons. I married because my mother said you going to hell if you were living with a man. And so I married someone that I didn't know. And it was just basis of I didn't want to go to hell. That's religion. And so I started my journey at the age of 19 and 20, living for someone else. And then it wasn't until I got older and I was like, why do you keep living for someone else? And it wasn't until my mother passed away, I realized that that ruler wasn't there. I wasn't being measured no more. I didn't have to prove to my mother that I was worth it. Even though she didn't do it to me and said you had to, she didn't recognize that I always looked for her approval my whole life. And it wasn't until she left this earth that I no longer worried about it. I didn't care. And it has to do with age too. I didn't care. And I don't care about other people's opinions. I care about if someone is hurt, I'll help. But as far as saying I don't care for your opinions, meaning if anything is to break me, I'm not supposed to dawn on your ignorance towards me. I have to move on. If you call me out my name, that's your opinion. That's your interpersonal. That's your issue. That's not mine. So when you start getting a little bit into where confidence comes in, right? Not arrogance, confidence, building yourself. It takes away from the things that have been breaking you down, like the branches breaking off of trees, those leaves leaving during every season. And so that is what's going on with me. This is why I am with the thing of trust. Where's my circle of trust? We're called sister circle, right? So as women, do we trust each other? Can we get in a room regardless of what we think or who we hang with? Whether that one hurt me, whether that one called me out my name, when are we going to get in the room and talk to each other? Because all of us have something that God gave us, even if we don't like them. God says, keep your enemies close. And we don't ever practice that. Keep your enemies close. You never know what you can give. I'll give you a prime example. I always said, I try my hardest to try to love ignorant people as much as I can. Because the truth is, if we were outside, throw it to you out here. If we were outside and an earthquake hit, right? And we're running, and I'm being funny. And the only place you can run to, Winters, is where Liddell has a tent. Do you think you're going to run towards the earth, towards the tornado, or you going to run towards the tent? See, that's what I'm saying, trust. So I'm going to run towards the tent because reality is I still want to live.
Either one is going to end up in disaster.
Yeah, but is it a mental disaster or a physical disaster? So that's when you align yourself and you get confident in what you believe and you stay stern to what Winters or what Ana believes. So when you're in a room with ignorance, because some people are just greedy and they haven't learned how to give. When they give, they're giving as to receive and not to give back. It's the same thing when we see people running in position. Well, I'm running for this and I'm running for that. Ask the question, are you running to give to others? Or are you running because you want to receive? And so what we're seeing in Flint, Michigan, and DC is council people receiving. Okay? What is their hidden agenda when they're sitting up there? Where are they trying to get to?
I don't think they come in with hidden agendas.
Some do.
I think that's
learned
behavior. Yeah.
Some do, not all. And some people get bought at the highest price.
They get sucked up in that world.
I talk to Miss Taylor all the time, Miss the beautiful Elizabeth Taylor on the phone all the time. And most of my friends, I told you, I talk to senior women all the time. And I told you when she reached out to Mickey to give me the thing, and I go to the event she shares with me, and I call her like once a week, and she always gives me like, compliments and builds me up when I talk to her. But I'm giving her flowers now, but what she doesn't know, what she does for me is allows me to understand that it's worth for me to talk. That I shouldn't be scared because it might offend somebody. That I need to project what it is that needs to be projected. And it can be ugly, and it can and you can have people hate on you, fight you, kirk out on you. Why do you hate her? Why do you hate her? And some people don't even know why they hate somebody. So physically, I'm not in Flint, But the power of the tongue is deep, Winters. The power of the tongue is deep. But can we trust to forgive? I ain't say forget. Forgive, not forget. The gentleman that comes on the show from Lento Law, you know what I mean? He's came on the show. Mm-hmm. I forgive. Now, what I forget, could it happen again? We don't know. Mm-hmm. We can't judge. But at the end of the day, the show must go on. And I ain't saying the show of entertainment. I'm not saying the show of just taking, but the truth must go on. So let me take it out. Let me take that away. The show. No, the truth must go out. So it's just Winters, I'm at a point where
no, because I know you, so I know you've been holding this in for a minute because I'm listening to. That's why I'm just letting you talk because I know you. You've been holding this in.
Well, no, I've been holding it in not just for Flint, but it's me too.
I know.
Just things that have been building in me. And then people talk to me, and it's just like you hear it in different places, and it's confirmation. God has been showing me 3 times, 4 times, and I'm just ignoring it. Mm-hmm. And so I'm ready for change, but change in a way where I can be open to differences. You don't want everyone to like you all the time, because if they don't like you, they don't have a mind of their own. Mm-hmm. We all want to be liked, but you want to be liked when you don't agree, right?
Absolutely.
So if we're liked, if a person likes us in front of us, like on a chat, I love you, Winters. I love you, Mickey, and then jump on another chat. I can't stand them. I'd rather meet the person where they're at and ask them what it is that I can do. Let's have a town hall. Let's have a community meeting. What happened? Bringing them to the room. That's news. That's how you bring media. That's how you bring social. That's how you bring community together. Because at the end of the day, we sit here, we talk, but we really want to see something happen good for our children. Do you think I want to leave this earth and knowing that this is going on? And then I have to leave behind my daughter Jasmine, my daughter Liana, and I never taught them that community is important.
Right.
You know, even with the crooked ones, even the ones that are crooked, like how can we come to a better stage together to talk in a room? But I'm talking more about women getting together and talking. You know what I mean? How is it that some of the people on here, for instance, some of the women on A10 actually get along with other women that I've never met, that have ever been on A10, that I don't know of, right? So the question is, how do we, not telling Winters to do this. This is just me talking, Winters. I'm just talking. How do we get to a point where we can bring the ones that we don't know, or the assumptions or the conversations they have, and they think that someone doesn't like them because someone else keeps taking luggage. You ever see women? There's always the one coming with the bag, and they hear half of what you said, and they bring it to the other group. Mm-hmm. And so it's time to expose bag lady.
I have conversations like that all the time with people. I really do.
You gotta say, did I say it? Did you hear me say it?
You're like, what are you mad about? And if anybody said I said it, call me. I'll tell you yes or no. If I said it, it's either I said it or I didn't.
But sometimes when we say stuff, it's how we feel at that time.
And that's true too.
Yeah, and we say stuff and people like, that's how they feel in their heart.
Man, but I'm not going to use that as an excuse every time. I'm not going to say, "Oh, I was mad. I was mad."
No, you don't say
it's an excuse.
You're not saying it's an excuse, but has the person learned how to hold the tongue?
No, hell no.
That's not an easy thing. No. That's not an easy thing. We all say, well, I could hold it. Get somebody to rub you the wrong way. Every evil thing that you've been holding from everybody else comes out that mouth.
Right. I'm loving it.
And that person that got it ain't even who you mad at.
Like Jessica said, you have to protect your mental and your emotional health. You ain't lying. I got to protect my peace. So I think sometimes I don't know. I'm not going to pretend to be perfect. Lord knows I'm not perfect, but I haven't gotten to the point where I know I can forgive and not forget, but some things I I haven't moved on past yet. So I'm not sitting up here and gonna
And I
say
ain't got
that.
to teach you. You already know that forgiveness has to do with you. It ain't got to do with the other
Right,
person. We already
right.
know that. I know you know the word
It's
God,
supposed
and I
to,
know you
yeah,
know.
yeah.
And that's why I do it because
I gotta be
I
honest about
spent
it.
years. I spent years. I think that's why the gray hair started growing back real fast.
Girl, you don't have no gray hair. You better
No,
stop.
that's because it's dyed. That's because I dyed it. Anytime they start calling you auntie on the chat,
Girl, you so crazy. I didn't know you dyed your hair. I'm like,
oh hell yeah,
that beautiful silky hair.
yes, I dye my hair.
Oh my God.
When that hair start, after I hit my head in 2022, and that hair started getting gray, I was like,
She said, mm-mm.
Either go platinum or go dark.
Oh, you know what? I remember your blonde moment you had.
Yeah, so
That
you
was
either go
cute.
platinum or you go dark, and so I'm
That
going
was
dark.
cute. See, you can go and get you some long blonde locks.
I gotta show you a picture when my hair was down to here blonde. The only thing, that dye be tearing our hair up. I don't care what kind of texture of your hair you
I
got.
know, but
And
I
like
keep
I
mine
said,
so short.
Winters, and like I said,
I know it's no such thing as good hair.
because
You got
everything
me
God
saying that.
made is good.
You got me saying that to people I don't even know. I'll be like, yeah, I can't
I know
say
they
it.
be looking
They
at you
be like,
like, where
who?
you
They
get
be like,
that
who?
from?
They said, who the hell is Anna? I was like, that's my friend. I said, she be telling
I
me
remember
about
that
some
girl
niggas good hair.
one time we was at a wine event, right? And I was sitting at my girlfriend's table and she had her other friends there. And we sitting, it was like probably like 10 of us. And it was probably two of us were Hispanic and the rest were um, Black American females. Most of them I knew, but it was my best friend's house, and she had did it. She had the fancy, table, dishes, and everything. And the one lady, eloquently beautiful and very educated. And I love people's conversation. I love people's vocabulary because I'm always trying to learn new words. I love people that are very bright. I Most of my friends are extremely bright, and I love bright people. Most of my friends have PhDs, and I'm not. I'm not there. But I love people that can eloquently write. I get. But anyway, we're sitting in there, and I'm around all these scholarly, beautiful women. And she says to me, I love you because you have good hair. And that crap just made me look at her like she was ignorant. It took
Mm-mm.
me to a whole nother place. And I said, hold on. I taught my girls a long time ago, this right here does not make you.
That's
And
right.
don't think because your hair is not straight like mine that you are missing something. And your hair is not bad because hair does not have behavior. And I taught my girls that. And that's why my oldest daughter, which you met, she has them beautiful tight curls.
Oh, so beautiful.
She'll tell you in a
Oh,
heartbeat, I will not blow dry my hair. I will not put no chemicals in hair. My hair is naturally kinky curly and I love my hair.
what? She don't put nothing on there? Oh,
It's
she has.
natural.
That's so beautiful. And oh, it's just so her hair is beautiful, y'all. She has both her daughters have beautiful hair.
Well, the little one has more of my texture of hair. She used to have curls, and that's the
Mhm.
unfortunate thing because my mother, that was another thing because she didn't want to hear people's mouth. My mom would take my daughter to the Dominicans. I don't go to the Dominicans to do my hair. I mean, my hair is it's already straight. So I've
Mhm.
never put any chemicals in my hair. My hair is just straight. But as far as for my other daughter's curls were like, remember Shirley Temple?
Mhm.
It would be long. That's how her curls were beautiful. And my mother took her to the Dominicans. Nothing against the Dominicans, but we all know y'all use chemical in the bowl. And they took her curls away. That ain't no conditioner.
The views of Mickey, she on here
That's
talking
my
about
views.
Leviticus.
Those are my views. Keeping
Listen,
it real Friday. Keeping it
and
real Friday.
Jessica agrees with you. Good hair is one of the most racist and self-loathing phrases to ever circulate in the black community. Now I got Jessica and Anna saying it. I just can't
Oh, I
believe.
had to teach them at that table. Everybody got quiet. My best friend, I said, oh shit, she about to start. And when we left, every time that lady sees me, she goes, I will never say that again. Good hair. I said, thank you.
But you know what? I got a question for you, Anna.
Hmm.
As we're getting to know, like we're really getting to know a lot about you tonight, and you Are you like this all the time? No. You like, you
No,
joke,
I'm not
and
cutting myself
everything, but
loose and stuff.
you're really deep tonight. And I noticed from getting to know you that education and children are very important to you, especially, and then you put those two factors together, children getting an education, that's
Yep.
very important as well. Did you did you grow up and like see the lacking of a good education in your neighborhood from being, Puerto Rican? Because you grew up, I always say you grew up in the Bronx, but we know you didn't grow up
No,
in the Bronx, but
I
you
grew
grew
up
up
in
in
the
Jer in
suburbs. I grew up in the suburbs, actually, with a pool in the backyard, a front yard, backyard, and two side yards, like you did. I grew up just
really,
like you.
really?
Um, my cousins grew up in the Bronx. I didn't. I
Okay,
grew up in South Jersey. Most of the kids I went to school with lived on farms.
okay.
I grew up in the suburbs. I grew up with whites, predominantly white in my neighborhood, and black, and Puerto Rican.
Because usually sometimes when people have such a passion about something like something happened in their past,
Well,
like a story or that made
so
such
with
an impact.
so with me, okay, so with me, when my mother came from Puerto Rico, she was 3 years old when she moved to East Harlem, New York, well, Lower Manhattan.
Mhm.
And my mother dropped out of school in eighth grade, so she only had an eighth grade education.
Mm,
And then my stepfather raised me because my stepfather moved. My parents got married when I was remarried. My mother remarried when I was 4, so she was married to my father and then remarried and had my stepfather. And my stepfather dropped out of school, Black American, dropped out of school in fifth grade,
mhm,
and he had a huge family. And so growing up with them, like my siblings, they were way older than me. If I would have grew up with them, I would have had help in the house. But when you grew up with parents that my mother couldn't really spell or read or write, and she learned, I'm telling you, she learned. But in the beginning of me growing up, I couldn't go home and say, Mama, I don't understand what I'm doing. And in New Jersey, the education is actually good. So you don't get to, unless you go to private school. And I did go to private school in high school. But in elementary and middle school, you went to where your neighborhood, like, where your neighborhood is, you went to a certain school.
mhm. I
And so
did
I
too. It
went to,
wasn't that bad back then.
yeah, and it wasn't, but it was better. I just feel it was more better for our generation than it is now. Because
Mhm.
sometimes school choice, that's a whole nother conversation, cannot, sometimes ain't good for all of us.
Right.
Um, so build on your local community. So I went to the local school where the school bus took us. Um, and I went to school right now. I went to school with a lot of kids that have successfully made it. So I have friends that I know that are on Facebook that I grew up with that are very successful. Um, the, I told you a couple people, and I don't blast it on here, but like celebrities that I grew up with, they grew up across the street from me and made it, but they're doctors and they made it. Now they're on a reality show.
Mhm,
I'm
mhm.
friends with them. I talk to them all the time. I have friends that became avid doctors, attorneys, and they went to the same school I did. But what my situation was that when I needed someone to advocate for me, when I felt I was being discriminated in the classroom by my own, I remember I'll never forget this teacher named Miss Rivera. Lord forgive me. I don't know where you at, but I hope you changed.
Right. I understand.
I
We all
hope you change. She said, go back where you came from. And I looked at her like she was crazy because I'm Puerto Rican. What do you mean where I came from? What are you talking about? What do you mean go back where I came from? But she said that to me because I always was a student that spoke. I always advocated my whole life. If I didn't like something, that's why my mother used to be like, oh my God, where did you come from? I always advocated, still do. That was
mhm,
something my mother couldn't break as a child. Like, that's where Liana gets it from. Always got a comeback.
mhm.
People look at that like that's a bad thing, but don't break people's spirit. But so anyway, my mother automatically chose the side of the teacher, not
Wow.
knowing that that teacher was breaking me. You know what I mean, unjustly. And then the sad part is she was Puerto Rican, but she was um, she was Puerto Rican and Jewish, but same thing like my background. But the only thing, she was what we call, people got colorism issues. She was more of a European looking Puerto Rican. And I
Okay.
had more color, so I look more Native American, or I look like
Mm.
a light skinned black girl. So the difference was that when I went to school, now my sister looks Caucasian, so we're the same. I look, You see how I look in person, and then my brother, me and my brother. But if you see my sister, you think my sister's white. And my sister's not white; she's Puerto Rican. So sometimes when you get into these spaces, people have colorism issues. And I never forget, like automatically, she just thought she could just tell me what to do, and I was going to stay quiet. And then if I spoke back, that I'm ignorant or I'm ghetto. That doesn't mean that. It just means I'm not allowing you to abuse me. And sometimes you can't be quiet to people. Sometimes you have the voice. I didn't say cuss everybody out. That's why
Right.
you learn, you read so you can learn other words and how to use them.
So I get it. So this for you is about being a voice for the voiceless.
Yeah. So with me, that's what it was. I got to that. I got to that space where it's like I can't just sit here and stay quiet because it happened to me when I had my kids. So the first one was Jasmine. Oh, I wanted to go to the Lily White School. Lord, forgive me for saying this because I thought it was better for my daughter, and I put her in there. And God darn it, you talk about separation and how they treated me. Automatically walking in, that I must be ignorant or I don't know my rights, and so your voice just goes. And I would walk into these spaces, and they were doing my daughter wrong, my older daughter. And it was then when I was like, I gotta find out how to get on my feet, how to find out what the policies are, what are the rules, what are my rights as a parent. And then I just like from then, Winters, it never stopped. You will never catch me ever allowing anyone to take from my daughters that is their right. You got me paying taxes for education, you're not gonna take it from me. The difference with me, I went when I got married, that's when I dropped out of college. Was in college at Morgan State University. And like we always do, oh, you got to get married, and you going to hell. And I got married and then I didn't finish school. And so right now at my age, I started a little bit, but when you're raising two daughters, divorce, it's not easy. Two daughters and being divorced.
Oh, you froze. She froze up. Damn it. Yeah, Anna, I was listening to her tonight. She good as hell. She just stick around with us now. Let's see if she come back. Let me text her real quick and let her know she froze up. I hope she knows she froze up. Anna been deep tonight. Here she go right here. Hold on. Mute my mic. Oh, okay, you back. I was telling. I said, here, Anna been deep tonight. Come on with it, girl.
Sorry, I'm trying to get you to talk, but anyway.
Oh,
So
please.
basically, I'm
enjoying
just at the point where I'm not getting up no more. I'm just at the point where I'm not staying quiet. Silence is not my thing no more.
Kawana said, Anna's too powerful for the Wi-Fi tonight. Mickey, can you put some of the comments on the screen?
I know we haven't been paying attention to the thing. I don't want them to think we're not live.
Right. We are live. Mickey's shoulder hurting. Mickey, you're not going to put no comments on the screen? The way he just looked at me, that ain't going to happen right now.
Is Mickey okay? Mickey, we're not bashing men tonight.
No, actually, we had a great conversation, but, he had an injury, so he's not really feeling it right now. Then we got to...
I like that. Learn how to cuss them out nicely.
Then we got another show to do later. A great show.
What shows later on?
So at 8:30 tonight, we will be special guests on the show.
Spacely Sprockets. Sorry.
Spacely Sprockets and Winters Hall. Yeah.
And who else? Who else? Who's the guest?
Oh, we're the guest. We're the guest judges.
Oh, you're gonna have y'all having an event tonight?
No, so we got asked to be actually Jed, not Jib. Jedediah is having a forum. I think his lead investigator is going to be asking the questions, and me and Mickey going to be the guest.
Oh, okay.
And they're going to have who's supposed to be there for Ward 1? Rose, Carol, Johnny Billingsley. Billings, whatever his name is. I can't remember.
You froze.
What you say, Mick? Billings. Okay, Johnny Billings. And then for the third ward, it's going to be Miss Bev and Rich. And then for the fourth, no, for the seventh ward, Miss Jan Marie. So they're gonna be asking them some questions, and we're gonna be sitting there with them. Anna, you frozen again? Is they doing something to our stuff at night? What's that on your end? That's on your end, Anna?
No, because
Mickey.
when I'm looking at it, we're just froze.
Oh, okay. So yeah. So I'm excited about tonight. It comes on 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. So I don't know what time that is for everybody else. 5:30. What's that?
So with
5:30 in
California,
Cali.
what is that, like 4 o'clock
Yeah,
or
because they
4:30?
three. Yeah, because they 3 hours behind.
Oh, 3 hours. Okay, that's right.
Yeah. So it'll be 5:30 out there.
Chicago's an hour, right? Chicago's an hour, right?
Yep. No, an hour.
An hour. They're an hour different. Aren't they different from y'all?
Oh yeah, I thought you said talking about driving. I'm like,
No. I'm talking
oh,
about in time.
yes, they are an hour earlier. So it's 7:30 Chicago time. I think what they Central time. Is that Central? Central
Yeah.
Standard
So for
Time.
instance, if it's 7 o'clock, I guess it's 6 o'clock over there.
It's gonna be on YouTube on Investor. Oh, what's just the name?
On his page.
Yeah, it's only gonna be on Jebediah's page, but I'm going to see. I messed up his name again. Black. I'm gonna call him Black. It's gonna be live on his page, but I'll make sure we share it to the ATM page.
Ain't that the one you call BDE?
Cause he got that big energy. That's what he said. I'm just saying. So I'm excited about that tonight. Investigate and advocate. Ooh, thank you, T from the D, because Lord have mercy. I hope they ain't watching. I forgot. Investigate and advocate. So yeah. And old Spacey over here, he gotta get him a nap in because between his tooth and his shoulder, he out of it, but we gotta keep working.
Yeah.
That's why I don't mind sitting back and letting you talk and get it all out. I talk every day, all day.
You talk every day. Shoot, I talk every day.
Every
I've
day.
been talking so much, I'm knocking on doors. Dum, 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 dum. Hi, my name is.
You've been to the deal house
I'm
yet?
running for your ANC commissioner, blah. And then some people, let me tell you something. You want to learn about rejection?
Are you in Prince George County?
No. I'm not in. I'm in DC.
Oh, that's right. Cause I was damn. That's right. Let's see if she was in your district.
Who? Oh Lord.
Oh, I just said.
No.
Kawana Mac, stop it. That man is coming here to help us get signatures, not be wearing no gray sweatpants. Nobody want to be looking to see that.
Oh Lord. Where you see that in?
I'll let you know. It's in the comments on the YouTube side. Kawana said, will he be wearing gray sweatpants? Actually, I talked to his assistant, and she said she don't even know if he owned a pair of sweatpants.
That's hilarious.
Look at Just Oil. Shut up, girl. Y'all, you know what y'all be. As soon as we say one comment, y'all give y'all the inch, y'all just take a mile. She on there talking.
What's wrong with Mickey's tooth?
It need to be pulled.
Oh, Mickey, get a tea bag.
Mark said we need to dress like it's pole talk. Y'all need to stop.
Not for real, Mickey, go get a tea bag and put it in the back where your tooth is hurt.
Shut up, no day. She said get it.
I am on as soon as I leave here. What happened? My feeling broke. I had a root.
Yeah, put a tea bag on there. Seriously.
You gonna be able to do the show tonight?
Joke, huh?
You gonna be able to do the show?
I'm gonna put some numbings. I'm gonna put some of that Frank White on it. That Frank Lucas on it.
Cocaine?
Yeah.
Oh my God. You're on drugs?
I'm gonna numb it.
You're on drugs,
I'm gonna put that joker to sleep.
Jeez.
Oh wow. I did get to watch this week. Lord forgive me for not knowing what rigor mortis is, but
rigor mortis,
whatever y'all be saying.
Rigor.
Yeah, what is that?
Bullshit.
Oh wow. Thank you for translating for me.
Yeah, some
Carl.
say rigmarole, some say rigmarole, or either one leads up to bullshit.
No, I really enjoyed it. Was that Tuesday?
Yeah, Uncle Carl's Corner was on Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Tuesdays with Carl. Yeah. What you say? Mickey said he was gonna start bringing Uncle Carl on once a month to have Carl's Corner.
He knows a lot.
He do. I
He
enjoyed
calls
it
me.
when I.
I be on that clubhouse all quiet. He be like, "Chocolate City, Chocolate City, where Chocolate City at?" I be like, "Oh Lord."
No, no. Somebody's people do say rigmarole. Oh, am I the only one? I be tearing up a lot of words. I ain't even about to argue with y'all tonight. Y'all get on my nerves. I know I be tearing up some
Jacking
words.
words up.
Jessica
I
said,
be like,
needed
"Please
on the
help me."
show. Well, we're gonna do a panel. We need to pick a couple women off of the A10 and do a panel show. That'd be interesting. We need to talk about that. Like four squares. And we could talk about a good subject.
Well, technically, two would go. Two can go on this. Two, three can actually go with you in the studio, and then one up here, one up here, and one up here.
That's too many people, and I can't. I got my attention span is that big. I said two more people, Anna. So it'll be four of us. I can't talk with seven people. That's like it's too much for me. I already got bipolar disorder.
Yeah.
4 people total, including me and you. So that's 2 plus 2 more. Can the viewers ask questions? Yeah, we'll definitely do that. Oh, Sheena, I can't wait for the panel tonight too.
So what is the panel about?
So tonight it's gonna be like we'll be on with Jibs, aka Black, lead investigator, who's gonna be asking them questions. And then me and Mickey, we just co-hosting it, with them. So
Are y'all able to get views off of that if y'all put it on y'all page? Or do the views all go to that page?
I think the views all go to his page. But what has happened though, like how he it ain't all about the likes and views.
No. I'm not saying
But
that. But I mean, as far as
what has happened is that
let me change what I just said.
What you say?
A10 needs to build. A10 needs to build. So A10 needs the views too.
Yeah, but I'm just saying,
I'm
right?
take that back what I just said.
Yeah, but yeah, I know what you're saying. Like, yeah, okay, everybody know we need the views. We need the views. But what happened was we really picked up a base, like in Chicago. We're getting like a lot of new people that's watching, and that's also like our subscribers. Like it's been going up, so we really been getting blessed with this collaboration.
Yeah, I remember. Well, I know you got I know the original people, like the guy Andre that calls in, and I think it's about 3 other females that call all the time that are on there from Chicago. That been. So, well, of course, y'all can see on the background the new people that are coming in.
Ronald, I don't know if it'll be on Facebook. I know we'll have the link to YouTube on Facebook, but I don't think it's going to be broadcasted on Facebook. Hold on, let me shoot out a text real quick and ask. Keep going on and keep going.
Oh, you looking to see if it's going to be on Facebook? That's I guess if Mickey shares it on y'all 810. He doesn't have to, but I'm just saying that's a way. If not, just I guess everybody go to YouTube.
Oh, let's see. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how that'll look. Because we got to be ready.
Was that Sister Audrey? She did something on Monday. Was that Monday?
Tuesday.
Or was that Tuesday? Who was the gentleman? Because I'm trying to backtrack. Who was the gentleman?
Rich was on there with her.
And Clark. Remember, it was her, Rich.
It was
Clark. Okay, it will be on Facebook tonight, y'all.
Clark was it was her, Rich, and Clark. Remember, Clark had an event. Clark was only on for 15 minutes.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know that was Rich on there. Because I looked at it real quick. I'm trying to go back. I got to go back. All right, give me one thing. Okay, did anyone Did anyone get thrown out of council?
I can't stand Jessica. Wait, the word. I can't stand Jessica. You see what that heifer wrote up there? At the risk of being tagged as white or pretentious. The word is rigmarole. Unc using the seasoned version, man. I swear she must be an English teacher. I swear to God, she gotta be an English teacher.
Unc gonna come on here and I can't wait till Unc get back when he say Carl be so goddamn serious. Carl be sick of this shit. I just don't want Carl to be snapping.
I ain't gonna say what I want to say.
Yeah, I do love it.
But I'm tired of this shit. Okay, so yes, around it'll be live tonight, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, 7:30 Central Time, and 5:30. What's them out there in California? Pacific Time. Pacific Time. So yes, that's gonna be fun. And again, it's just like a panel. They said all was invited, but that's all I know who's gonna be there so far. But hey, you never know.
And then we got Clubhouse tomorrow.
Oh, it's gonna be
Huh?
Gonna be lit.
Clubhouse gonna be lit tomorrow again?
I ain't gonna be whining this shit. Y'all got it out of me.
He said I ain't gonna be whining.
Y'all down there had me in a nervous breakdown last week. I got it all. I got it off my chest.
Y'all all disappeared before. I said, Lord, where did everybody go? Clack jumped off that thing when that girl asked that question.
I went and got.
Where did he go? Everybody just kept jumping off. I said, Lord, here we go. Leave Anna by herself.
No, see, Jessica is not white.
What?
No, she just said, is Jessica white? I said, no, Jessica ain't white. No, but Jessica was saying at the risk of being tagged as white or pretentious. It's like she was correcting us on the word.
I guess they never heard Jessica call in. No, Jessica is not.
Talking with Tanya would be.
Wait a minute. Talking with Tanya canceled. No, she ain't canceling her show.
Who?
Tanya, she's still gonna be in the morning. Yeah, she's gonna be on at 10.
And cut the joke.
No, she is doing her show.
No, I'm talking about the extra joke from 10 to 7 at night.
I don't know how long she gonna be on it. She gonna miss all that big dig energy.
Oh my goodness!
Oh
the devil is in you, Wyntis. The devil.
He said. Why do y'all get mad at me for repeating what somebody else said?
I ain't say nothing. I just said protect your women, Flint.
You said the devil was in me. Yeah. This man said,
protect your women, Flint.
I'm coming with big energy. That's what he said.
You got to keep saying
I didn't say that.
It's called hashtag BDE.
Hashtag BDE. MS.
Our next topic is how do you know the man is really straight?
The next topic is how do you know if a man is really straight? Let me tell y'all this. I just found out about 3-4 years ago that Cisco from Drew Hill was gay.
He wasn't always gay.
Man, that just broke my heart.
That turned out he wasn't always gay.
He wasn't. Was he gay when he had the thong song? When he put that out, was he gay? He wasn't gay.
He was bisexual, probably.
Oh man, y'all be tripping. I'll be tripping.
Oh, most definitely.
I ain't gonna lie, because last night when I went to that event, it was all these men in the room, and I was like, damn.
Wait a minute.
All of them were so nice looking, but they were all gay men. Damn. But it is what it is.
Tia. Hey, Tia. Good evening, Miss Tia.
I'll tell Tia hello and tell her I wear. Oh,
she listened to you.
Tell her the beautiful green. She knows what I'm talking about. I love that. I love it.
I love it.
My beautiful green necklace and my beautiful green earrings.
It brings me good energy. Big dig energy.
No.
That's what he said, though. That's what he said. Tia, that's what he said he was bringing tomorrow. And your friend Tanya's still having her show at 10 o'clock. But there's a couple of them on here that said they was going to let her know that she can't be up here all day because they weren't going to be in here watching her all day. They got to hurry up and get to the park. Hashtag BDE.
Oh, no. Quick question. Did anyone get thrown out of council yesterday?
Hell yeah. What you thought?
I didn't get to watch. Remember, I was at my own thing.
Shit.
Anyone that I mostly know got thrown out?
Hell yeah. Everybody, got thrown out. Miss Taylor got thrown out.
Miss Taylor.
Didn't Miss Taylor get thrown out?
Yeah,
They called the police up there and shit on her.
I was downstairs.
Yeah,
Miss Taylor.
Miss Taylor, and then she threw out Miss Beverly Biggs' daughter, but she didn't even say nothing. But her ego is too big. She didn't want to correct
The
that.
only thing I got to see real quick was the lady with the sign, and she purposefully, like, the lady didn't even say nothing. The lady walked and she just came saying, that's your, and you just kept repeating it like if the lady was saying something to her. The louder she gets, so the officer doesn't know that the lady's not even saying something. So then she goes, "You're out of here," or that's your final warning. And I'm like you could hear it in the cat. You could hear her when she's talking. She's setting it up to the person to get them out of there. Like, you can't even like breathe after she says you're wrong, because then you get a second warning. And that's people, get out there and vote.
Yeah, you gotta vote. We gotta vote. We definitely gotta vote. It's time. We can't be talking about, are you registered to vote anymore? Let's leave that line alone. And we need to be telling people, don't forget to vote. Don't forget to vote. And then, like, go for the ballot with somebody.
Oh, my buddy's on here.
No, we're voting for what they can do, Anna. Not because they're buddies.
Hey, Yolanda.
So, yeah, so I guess that's it for. I'm gonna let you go ahead and close it out because I can run home and
I just
close
need
my
you
eyes for 30 minutes. Huh?
When you get a chance, let's get that together so we can do what you said, the ladies of 810.
Yeah, I want to do that.
Okay.
Not the ladies 810, like, a couple women in the chat. Like 8. Well, yeah, they are the ladies. We all a family. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I want to pick out a couple people and we just all, throw out a subject and talk about it. I think that would be fun. It can't be Miss Tia Harris because she's going to be live on the Wyntis Hall Show next Thursday. At a special time. So I'm excited about that. I got to get with AT about the time change. Make sure her schedule is open because a girl be out there busy. So I got to get with her. Yeah, so that's it for me, family. If you're not doing anything at 8:30, come back and join me and Spacely as we sit there and co-host, investigate, and advocate. Dun 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 dun. Because they're gonna have a forum tonight. We're gonna be asking questions. First ward, third ward, and the 7th ward.
So, okay, so we're gonna have like little boxes to look at the people, or because everything's on. He's not in person.
No. Everything will be all virtual.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think it's gonna be fun.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad. You said from the first ward, who was coming?
The first ward so far, I don't know if Leon is gonna be there, but I believe he was contacted. But we know Miss Rose is gonna be there. We know. I lost the list. Miss Rose, Johnny Billings.
Who's that?
He's running. It's another guy that was running. He was on with when Carol did her interview.
Oh, okay.
Carol's gonna be there. So yeah, Miss Rose, Carol, and Johnny for the first ward.
Liberty's not gonna be there. I heard a little bit of her interview yesterday.
Liberty's not gonna be there. And then Jan for the Miss Jan for the 7th ward, and then Rich and Beverly for the 3rd ward.
And then is anybody for the Ward 7 coming?
Miss Jan.
Oh, she's gonna be there. So you shit's gonna come?
Huh?
I'm being funny.
Said move shit. No.
Yeah. I don't know how to say her name.
Me too. I'll be struggling with it too. I understand.
And then who else? So are they ever? Well, that's a whole. Let me shut up. That's a whole other conversation, and that's not the time yet.
Oh,
because we're not talking about Ward 3. We're just talking about Ward 1 and Ward 7.
Yes, I can't wait to Ward 3. I like Ward 3.
So that's is it still the same people or anyone else joined the race?
Ward 3. No, you
I
still
already know Clack is gonna be on there. I already know he gonna be on there.
what on what?
And he gonna be on there tonight if it's a forum. Oh, he's not?
No, it's just council.
Oh wow. I thought he would have put state rep too.
No, just council. Yeah, just council.
Well, that should be interesting.
So yeah.
I'll probably look at it afterwards and take my time and watch it. Because
Okay.
I'm backtracking on y'all for the whole week. I need to watch for the rest of the week and hit like, share, and subscribe.
Yes. Yes.
I gotta go
How
back.
everything been going for you though, Anna?
Huh?
How everything been going for you?
She told us all of that.
Well, look, I've been half in here and half out
Okay,
here.
okay. I know your tooth was hurting.
No, Mickey, I've been things been going good. Like, so let me make this real quick correlation, like how God works and why I am where I'm at. Just this year, so after, the situation with my mother, God has set it up that I'm going to be able to be a part of the community, like for real, for real. And spaces where I actually can advocate and my voice can be heard. Just this year, I was able to be blessed to be voted the McKinley Tech High School PTO president. And being the PTO president of the school, because it's an educational campus, I have McKinley Middle. And because I'm on McKinley Middle is a feeder school to Dunbar High School, which means I sit on those meetings. And I sit, I'm the PTO president of McKinley Middle too. So that means I get to go to Dunbar and conversate with them to help them for a parent voice, for advocacy, and of course, building and community. But to make the circle go real big, I'm running for the commissioner, right, in my neighborhood. But do you know that I live in a neighborhood where these schools are? So that means in the neighborhood, I can use my commission rights as well as my PTO president rights to even be more of a voice for the school in the neighborhood in which I live and where my daughter will be at.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. We're gonna have to make a trip down there, Honor, to check with you. We're gonna have to come down and do a sister circle from there. I just want to go to Ben Chili's.
Ew, that's mad.
Thank you for telling me. I won't go there now.
Man, okay, let me say this. Since we're gonna talk about since we're gonna talk about the conies, and over here they chili, well, hot dogs or whatever they call it over here, and y'all call it conies. I would say this: the Flint dog tastes 10 times better than Ben's Chili Bowl in DC.
But you like the Detroit style hot dogs, did you?
Listen to what I said. That's how bad it tastes.
Damn, you see how she just talked about Flint like that?
No, I'm saying how bad DC Ben's Chili Bowl hot dogs.
Yeah, but she didn't like.
But she
Flint
said
hot dogs.
But she said
I didn't like. It's not that I didn't like Flint Coney. It's just I prefer the Detroit. The Flint Coney dog was just.
Yeah, I get that. Detroit Coney is way better than Flint's any day.
Motherfucking live. You just said no problem right there.
I do like that pizza and that pizza truck.
What you say?
The pizza in the pizza truck. I like that in Flint.
Oh yeah, Slice was the bomb. Oh, Ronald said Flint is home of the Coneys though.
They're just a famous family that's been here. It's like a spot where everybody goes to. But like for me, I don't get excited.
Right. Not just my I got my cousin. I got a couple family members, but they stay down there now. They go to Howard.
I live right by Ben's Chili Bowl.
Tia, inbox me your new number then.
Yeah. It's just, I'm not trying to hate on them or whatever, but it's.
Well, you're gonna take us to some spots. I want
to go down Crenshaw.
That's in DC, man.
I've been here 30 years and I went to Ben's Chili Bowl one time.
Tired. That's fucked up. I'm looking at Anna. I'm thinking about Jessica. She's gonna take us around in DC, and I said I want to go on Crenshaw Boulevard.
Oh, Jessica from Crenshaw?
No, but she stay in LA. I'm sure she know how to get to Crenshaw. Like I need to go down Crenshaw. Like I need to ride down Crenshaw.
Oh, she needed some lead through at her ass, and then she'd never want to go down Crenshaw again. Watching too many of these movies.
Jessica, is Crenshaw bad out there in California? Like Crenshaw is not like what it used to be on Boys in the Hood in Colors, right?
Oh, you looking at the way the movies portrayed it.
Right, Mickey. It's like a nice area. Right,
It's the same thing they do.
Jessica. Just all said I sound
It's
sleepy.
the same thing when you show Flint. I mean, there were some areas in Flint. I mean, even where you reside at, Wyntis, that's beautiful. You know, I rode around Flint. There's some beautiful spots. It wasn't all ugly, but there is some spots your mouth will drop and be like, this is terrible. But that is because of the government not taking care of its city. Did the people get their trash picked up?
Oh, I don't know.
Some of them is. They still messing people around.
Are they? Somebody got killed. What's that today?
Yeah, they just got killed over by the old studio. Right across at the store.
Yeah, somebody got killed over there where our studio used to be at the store.
Right across the street.
Another killing today.
Same thing here. Time you turn on the news, a shooting, a robbery.
What? JP Morgan Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo customers report cascade of failures as banks hammered. The bank's having a blackout now.
I mean, from that whatever just happened with
the massive computer outage.
Yeah.
I hope it put me some extra money back in there.
I hope I make a mistake and get me $1 billion. I'm withdrawing my money.
All of it.
I'll withdraw it.
They're gonna be like, we ain't got that much money here. You need to go find it. Shit. I want all of it.
I got my shirt on today. Look.
I seen that too.
Yeah, your A10 shirt. I was
standing on business.
No, standing on business. Remember when I got this shirt, Wyntis?
I remember. Yeah. I'm standing on business.
I got my
you'll be here in about 3 weeks, won't you?
Yep. I will be there for 8-10 days.
So will she.
Who's that?
Just hair.com. Sharon Duggar.
I guess we'll talk about the more of like, are we going live inside? Well, he said we were going to be inside. Didn't y'all say we were going to be inside?
Yeah, we're going to be inside. We're going to have a live.
Is the music going to be lower? Lord, have mercy. You go to the Roadhouse, you can't hear yourself think.
But that's a club night, though. We having a day party, a day.
Yeah.
8-10 party.
Ooh, that music be loud. I'm not saying I love the look. I ain't even gonna lie. When I go, I say I want to go to Roadhouse.
I bet you know how to get there too.
Hell yeah.
I do.
I know her way around there.
I know how to get around 3 humps, 3 bumps, and tear your car up, and you there.
You ain't lying. Shit. I think that's how I broke my feeling. Many motherfucking potholes and bit down and crack, bro. Feeling.
I'm done. Okay, I'm done.
Yeah, I gotta hit the crowd with that
parking. I will say he got a good setup with that parking because he is a huge parking lot.
Oh yeah, he got a good.
He got a good setup for parking
lot. Yeah,
he could actually spread out even further to do events.
We're not gonna be outside.
No, I'm saying when the weather's like fall, you could actually do a huge event like right there outside.
Yeah. But,
well, I don't want to be outside with no mosquitoes. Them mosquitoes was tearing me up last time.
Dang, Mickey didn't got up, pumped up. He ready to go. Okay, Anna will buy.
Okay.
Look, his tooth hurts, y'all. Big ass man. It's my tooth hurt.
I gotta go get my pain meds out the car. Just see Mickey pull up.
Go get a tea bag. It's gonna draw it out. All right, y'all.
Anna, take us home. Have a good one.
Peace.